Popcorn is a world favorite snack, and it's a very easy way to make money. But in order to make money with it, you need a very efficient machine, and you need to get to your customers. That's why I want to show you a popcorn machine with the card from Royal Catering. Alright, so what you can see from first glance is this really cool design. It has a really nice black powder coat finish with some really cool drawings on it. I mean, it really draws the eye. The machine, it is quite efficient. It works with 1600 watts, so it is quite powerful. And then you have the card. The card normally comes in a separate box, and you can put it together. You can work with it separately, or you can work with the card. So it's up to you whether you're working well, on an independent section where you can just put the popcorn machine on it, or if you want to go into the crowd where the people are, and you can put it on a cart. So to make it really, like, you know, all-terrain, the producer gave you these really huge wheels, so you literally can get almost anywhere. To lock it in place, each wheel, let me just show you, has this little brake on it. So if you put the brakes on, it will sit firmly where you put it. All right, but back to the machine. So first of all, what's it built of? Stainless steel, aluminum parts, and of course all over tempered glass. So it's quite sturdy, and you don't need to worry about breaking it. But the most important bit is the heart of the mechanism, which is the pot inside. And there are a couple of really cool features about. So let me just mention the drawer that pops out as soon as you open the doors. So this gives you access to the popcorn chamber. All right, so you can scoop out all the popcorns when it's ready, and of course you can portion your corn kernels and salt and oil and whatever you're using. All right, first cool feature about the pot is that the lid is magnetized. So when you lift it, it will stay on top. There's a magnet, so this gives you access to the pot, so you can portion all your ingredients with ease. All right. Another cool feature is the fact that for cleaning purposes, I can't do it now because it's all connected to electricity, but you can unconnect it, or well, disconnect the whole thing, take the pin out, take the pot out for a clean, and put it back together with no problem at all. You just take the safety pins out. So that's really easy. Another really cool thing is the opening mechanism. So in order to empty all the popcorn out, all you need to do is just pull the lever down, and all the contents of the pot should just fall out into the main popcorn chamber. What's really important as well, and I find it's a really cool feature, you have a steering mechanism. So on the top you see the controls. So obviously, I'll get to these two in a second. You have the turning mechanism. So when you turn this one on, this will spin, and it will scrape the whole, the surface of the pot. So it will lift up all the cooked kernels, all the popped corn, and it will drop the uncooked kernels back on the surface, so they'll pop. So this way you get the most out of your portion. All right, the other two controls, which is heat. The heat is obviously the heating element, which turns the heating element on in the pot, and the power and light. And this is actually a cool thing I want to tell you a couple of words about. So when you turn this one on, first one you turn on the lamp. So the lamp makes the whole popcorn machine and the popcorn stand out for your customers, so they will see it from far away. But it also emits some heat. And there is a heating element on the bottom, on the floor. So when you make some popcorn, it will stay nice and fresh and warm for your customers. All right, but enough talking. Let me just make a portion for you, and I'll show you the device in action. So let's just put the pot back up. I already measured out my ingredients. By the way, in this set, you have a measuring jar and a scoop. So the scoop is for your corn, the measuring jar is for your oil, and then the instruction manual says you need 150 grams of corn kernels, of course, and 50 mils of oil. That's all you need to make a portion of popcorn. So let's put the ingredients straight in the pot. You put everything together, the oil in as well. And what I like to do is I put some seasoning straight into the pot. And by the way, There is a question I found has been asked quite frequently in regards to this machine, whether you can do sweet corn as well, so caramel corn. And of course you can. So all you need to do is you put some sugar inside. You can make some caramel sauce separately and just drizzle it over, no problem at all, but you can also put some sugar inside into the pot so it will melt, caramelize, and instantly cover your corn. So a bit of seasoning in, the lid down, let's close the doors. And now, power and light, heating element, and churning unit. And now we have a minute and a half to get this portion done. All right, the popcorn almost stopped. When you hear the popping stopped or it goes in once in 3 seconds, it means the popcorn is done. Better take it out earlier than later on, so just to avoid burning. So you turn the turning element off, the heating element off. You can open the doors, so the drawer will open automatically. Lift the lid, and just with one move, you open the contents of the pot and empty it into the main chamber. All right, always remember to season it straight afterwards. Of course, it will take much more of the seasoning while it's still hot. And always to remember, just give it a bit of a shuffle, just to spread the seasoning, and just to drop all the uncooked kernels on the bottom, because, let me just show you, there's some perforations on the floor, and these are just big enough to catch all the uncooked kernels. So as you can see, there's not many of them, which is very good. It just shows how efficient that pot and the stirring unit is. So just give it a shuffle. And of course you need a vessel, a container, a box, a bag, or whatever you're using, just to put the popcorn in and serve it to your customers. By the way, I was talking about the customers, how to get them. One of the questions I found frequently on various websites in regards to this device is whether you can use it outdoors. And of course you can. Just remember, it is an electrical device, so just need to be careful when it rains and it's really windy or humid. Popcorn doesn't like humidity, so it will be affected by the humidity outdoors, but otherwise you're good to go. All right, I hope you liked it. I thank you guys very much for watching, and I see you next time.